Are we live?
Okay, the broadcast is live, so they'll see this in a bit.
Hello, everyone. Can you see and hear us?
Let us know.
Yeah, I don't see anything on my phone.
Me neither. Oh, I got an ad.
Okay, me too. Hello, can you see us? We're watching an ad right now.
Okay, Sasha says we can see and hear you.
Awesome.
Okay.
Hello. Hi. Okay, yeah, okay, now it looks right. Hello, everyone.
Yes.
How are you doing?
Hello, everyone.
We're so excited to do this sprint. Like I said in the thumbnail, you don't have to be participating on the Videogameathon to join us, but we are doing that. So if you don't know me, hi, you're on my channel. My name is Dani. And yeah, I read a lot of fantasy, thriller, sci-fi, that kind of stuff. I'm going to let Kelsey introduce herself.
What's your favorite video game?
Mine?
Yeah.
Okay, my favorite video game of all time, Donkey Kong Country 3.
Solid.
And yours?
Oh, I'll introduce myself. Kelsey, yes. Hello. Reading with Kelsey is my channel name. And I strictly talk about books. Sometimes video games. I have an interesting vlog coming out that has to do with a video game. So, and my favorite video game, I think Undertale. I used to say The Last of Us, but I think I'm moving away from like enjoying bigger AAA games. So I think I say Undertale because it kind of coincides more with what I enjoy playing now, and it's a game that like always sticks with me. Like I'll never forget it. Like even The Last of Us, but I find it's so good. You have to replay it because you can have a different experience. That's what's cool about it, and that's what I like about it. You can have a different experience.
Because of how the game works, or because we're older? Both. Like we understand more now?
No, because of how the game works.
I've never played League of Legends or Danganronpa. Is that a studio?
The company?
What are some of their games?
Oh no, it's a video game series.
Oh, okay. I've never played
a Japanese video game franchise. Huh. Oh, they're forced into murdering each other by a bear named Monokuma. Oh yes. This looks so familiar. Yes. I know what this is. Never played it. I've never played League of Legends either. I've seen it. Like I've watched people play it. Like a lot of my friends have played it, and Dota, but I've never played it myself.
Yeah. League of Legends is only multiplayer, right?
You're asking someone who doesn't know. I'm sorry.
We should know that stuff.
I feel like we should. I feel like it's big enough for us to know.
Anyone else has a favorite video game? Wants to share?
Anyone play Undertale? Don't look into it. The twists are worth it. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Fine. I won't.
Good to know.
I just Googled it. I just wanted to see what it was. I didn't look into anything else. Maybe we could talk about what I should read, because I need help. I still love Skyrim. Yes. Are you going to play I think is it Elden Ring?
The new George R. R. Martin.
Elden Ring, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it looks really fun.
It looks so good.
Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight.
I know that name, and I don't remember what the game is.
I played it maybe like 2 years. Is that when it came out? Like 2 years ago? Could it be? That's when I played it, when it came out. and I'm so scared of scary video games. Like I love horror, like I love reading horror, but any like noise of horror, I can't. I'm getting nightmares. So like movies, video game sounds, like they'll always scare me. So I only played it like I think 1 or 2 times, and I was like, no, thank you.
Okay, so let's talk about what you're going to read.
Yes. Okay. I have them next to me. So I started today, The Dragon Republic. This is by R.F. Kuang. It's the sequel to The Poppy War, if anyone's read that. It is my I don't know how to, it is my chunkiest book. So it's 654 pages. So I would like to knock this out early on, but don't let that sway you.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm already 50 pages in. So I started this this morning. Then there's also my thickest manga. This Neon Genesis Evangelion Volume 1. I've watched the anime multiple times. So this is my for the cozy read prompt, because I just love this anime so much. So I've watched the anime multiple times, but I've never read this manga version, and it's my thickest one. So for the same reason, I'm like, oh, should I get this out early? But then
it's a fast read.
Yeah, it for sure, and especially because I know the story. And then on the opposite spectrum, my shortest comic, this is the buddy read, and Danny already read it this morning, so I feel like I need to catch up. So
you could read that in the first sprint.
I think so. What does everybody think? Like, should I get more of Dragon Republic done? One of these? I need help. I'm unsure.
I'll let people say something before I give my opinion. But yeah, I did read Life is Strange this morning because I woke up and I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to turn on the lights. So I just read it because I had the ebook.
It's true, because I was like, how did you read it in the dark? Did you like it? Did you like it?
I did. I really liked it, but I prefer the video game still.
Okay.
But I won't say more.
Something to keep in mind.
Okay, some people. Okay.
Oh, people have been writing.
Oh wait, this is not the first one. Sorry.
I would say go with the Poppy War sequel because it's huge, and the sprints will help you read bits of it here and there. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I would start with the comic buddy read, then go into the Dragon Republic. Okay. And John says read the small one. Okay. Okay, I see none of you are supporting me wanting to be devastated again for like the 17th time.
If it's a sad thing, you probably don't want to do that live.
This is also sad. And this one is also sad.
Okay, Dragon Republic, I don't know, but Life is Strange is not that sad. It's fine.
It's fine? Okay. Yeah. So I'll go with
I was okay,
Elizabeth
but I feel like you're more attached to the video game than I am.
That's true.
To the characters than I am.
That's very true. This one is pretty short though. I feel like I'll feel accomplished, and then I could focus.
Yeah.
On this. I like that idea. Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, and I'm reading a good girl's guide to murder. I put those jacket here just to show you. I started it, and let's see how far I am. I read a big chunk. 103, page 103. I just finished part 1, and this is supposed to be for. Well, technically stretching a little bit, but red on the cover, kind of. Also this. And I thought
it counts.
I thought it was supposed to go also for the cozy book because it's a murder mystery, but something that happened in the end of the first part kind of was not super cozy, and now it's more in the spooky horror category, which still counts. So we're good.
And how many pages have you gotten in so far?
102. I'm on page 103 right now.
Is it an easy read?
Yeah, super easy. And it has like, I've heard a lot of people say it's mixed media, but it's not exactly mixed media. It has like interviews in some parts, but I don't know. I don't consider that mixed media so much because also the other book that I'm going to read is Obsidio, and that has like photos. So Very mixed media. But it has interviews and it has like she's writing a report for school, so it has like the report format as well. So it reads super quick. Yay, someone else is going to read that in July. Awesome. I'm enjoying it a lot so far.
I've heard like nothing but fantastic things.
Yeah.
Like I've not heard a single person rate it under like 4 stars.
Awesome.
It almost makes me want to pick it up too.
It's kind of a 5-star prediction for me, but it's feeling like a 4 stars right now.
Okay.
But I'm trying to be open-minded by the fact that it might not be 5 stars.
Okay. What wouldn't make it a 5-star? Like is it spoilers? Like if you
not necessarily, just the pacing, because I really like the investigation part. I didn't say what the story is, but there was a murder, not a murder, a girl went missing a long time ago. There's a lot of editing that goes on my videos. You guys will notice that. So a girl went missing many years ago, and this girl, where now the main character, is investigating that because everyone blamed her boyfriend at the time, and she doesn't think that the boy did it. So she's investigating to figure out what really happened. So I really like the investigation parts and all the interviews that she's doing with everyone. But the part where it's just her life with her friends, I don't care about that much, that part so much. So that, if there's a lot of that part, then maybe it's not going to be a 5 stars, but the investigation part is a lot of fun.
Ooh. Okay.
What is everyone else reading?
Yes, tell us. I saw people were talking about it before.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it. Here.
BTS. Who is your bias? Who? Tell me, please. I need to know. And I've been wanting to read the webtoon, but I haven't, because specifically I have been too emotional lately with my other reads, and I just know it's going to make me cry, and I'm not ready for it. But please tell me who your bias is.
What is I don't know what that question even means.
It doesn't matter. It's okay.
Rian Sash is reading The Hate You Give.
Nice.
Awesome.
I like that one.
I don't think anyone else said.
John said he's reading all the Jane Austen books this month. That's cool.
Yeah, true. Here.
Is it something? Is it like Jane Austen July or something?
July Jane.
The last comment. Elizabeth, how did you know?
Well, I'm from Brazil, so if I have a Quebec accent in English,
it developed. It developed.
I hope you like A Gathering of Shadows. I put it down for a little bit.
I know, but I love A Darker Shade of Magic. It's my favorite trilogy. Like I remember reading it the first time, and I'm like, whoa. And I think not that it was the first adult fantasy book I ever read, because I read Game of Thrones first, but it was the first time where I was like, oh wow, I love like everything about this. Like I think there's some things in like a Game of Thrones that I have to like ignore a little bit, you know. I'm like, ooh.
Silver in the Wood.
Oh, is that the novella?
Yeah, I think so. According to her TBR that I watched yesterday. She said
yes.
she read the novella. So yeah, I'm really curious to read that. I have the ebook from Tor, like when they're doing the free ebook things. I think I have it.
Me too. I have it on my Kindle.
Shadow of the Night by Deborah Harkness. Or sorry, something I finished 2 books yesterday. Oh, nice. And at 5 a.m. this morning. Good.
Oh my god, we have to catch up. Maybe I should read all my graphic novels.
I don't know.
Shadow of the Night sounds familiar. Did it just come out, or? Oh no! Yes. It's A Discovery of Witches, right?
Oh, okay,
the
cool.
second book, yeah. Nice. How is that series? I'm curious. Let me know.
It's your birthday month. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
With a book that starts with each letter of my name. Okay, which one? That's 9 books, though. Yes. So you're starting with C today.
But you
I'm
have 2
guessing?
T's.
Yeah, you can
So you
double
could
up
just
on
use
the
them.
T's.
Yeah, you could double up on the T's.
Or you could read, like, what's that Charlotte Holmes novels?
Oh,
I don't think it has Charlotte in the name, though.
oh my God, hold on. Study in Charlotte.
I study in Charlotte. There you go. You can knock it off, and then you just you're missing a T, because I think that Charlotte is 1 T. I'm not sure. It is Jane Austen in July. Studying Charlotte, yes. And it is with 2 T's. There we go. You can just read that. No, but that's a really cool challenge. I like it. Okay, so should we start reading?
Yes, we can.
Oh, you already read it. Okay, never mind then. That would be a good option. Okay, so let me share my screen.
5-minute sprints.
No, not
3 hours.
Oh my God. The struggle.
Imagine.
Okay, so I'm going to start. I don't think you have to wait for like a specific time or anything. I'm going to start a timer.
The timer will go off, yeah.
Get reading, have fun, and we'll see each other in 30 minutes.
Yay.
Hello. Did it stop beeping? Yes.
Hello.
How did everyone do on this 30 minutes?
I'm sad.
Oh no, did you finish that? Oh, shoot.
No, I didn't finish it. I'm like maybe halfway.
Okay.
I'm definitely very sad. I didn't expect, I don't know what I was expecting from it. But I'm sad.
Oh no.
I think I could have finished it. But then my dog wanted to come in, and so I'm stressed.
Victoria read 3 pages only.
That's okay.
No.
3 pages that you didn't read before.
That's true. Completely fade the first prince. Go make a coffee to get ready for that. I need a coffee as well, honestly. I started to get sleepy. The book's really good, but I'm on vacation mode, so I'm like sleepy all the time. Oh wait, it moved. 20 pages is a lot, even especially if you're interrupted. I don't know how big the font is on the novella, but 20 pages is great. One chapter, 27 pages? Or chapter 27?
I think chapter 27 of The Case of Vanitas. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
That's the halfway point of my book. Awesome.
Woo!
I feel like the second half of every book goes super faster than the first half. I don't know why. We're about 2 chapters of Akumath and finished cooking. Awesome. Very productive. Oh wait, I need tea and McFlurry. Yeah, I was drinking 5 Guys milkshake and it was really good, but
yeah, I kind of want a snack.
21 pages in The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out the Window and Disappeared.
I've heard of that.
I had never heard of that, but
really?
I'm intrigued.
It sounds so funny. I mean, it might be sad, but
yeah.
The name sounds good.
I wish you can have coffee now, but it's like, yeah.
Decaf.
Decaf doesn't do anything. It's like beer without alcohol.
Yeah, but it's $9.50.
Like, what's the point?
To just have one.
You could drink a tea. You could drink a nighttime tea. I read...
how many pages?
I got to page 126. I was on 103, so...
Nice. 23 pages.
Thanks. Thanks for the math. Yeah, there's a kind of new character that showed up here that is interesting. I'm intrigued.
How many pages is the book overall?
Not a lot. 390.
Nice.
I'm almost halfway.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, like maybe 30%.
Maybe you could finish it in sprints.
I don't think so, but that would be really good. Yes, it was impressive math. I agree.
I find like as long as things are like common denominators,
yeah,
I could do them so quickly. Like 3 and 6, I'm like, oh, perfect. 3 and 9, I would have been like. But I'm actually not very good at math, so happy everybody thinks so.
Well, I'm going to let you do the math for all my reading. All the screens.
If it's like 27 and like 22, I would be like,
yeah, I just stopped. I'm starting on 27 right now, 127. Okay. So get ready.
I'm very excited though to continue. What are you guys reading? Oh, it's a graphic novel.
Mine is a book. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about this book because there's something that I don't like in thrillers, which I don't think it's an issue to say now because I'm not done with the book, so I don't know what's going to happen. And I never say this in my wrap-ups because I always feel like it could be a spoiler for the ending, but since I don't know the ending, it doesn't matter. But one thing that I don't like is when main character tries to guess what's going on in the beginning of the book, and they come up, it's usually a woman, but like in this case as well, she came up with 4 different theories of what happened, and like I don't like when one of those theories are the correct one. Like when I was trying to guess what happened, that was one of those theories, was kind of my theory. But like if that's what happened, since the main character predicted it, I don't want it to be the thing. Like I want it to be different now. So I don't know if it is one of her 4 theories, I will be very disappointed.
Does that happen a lot in thriller? I don't read a lot of thrillers.
Well, it happened a few times, but if I say now, then it would be a spoiler. But like, look at the thrillers that I gave lower ratings to, like 2 stars. Those would be the ones, usually.
Yeah, because I'm wondering if it's just to throw you off. You know, like if you figured it out, maybe it's just like a red herring, you know?
Yeah, but like, she already did think that, and it is that. So like, that's not exciting anymore. Will the sprint be until this? Oh, we're not doing sprints every day for sure. I don't know if that's what you mean, but we're thinking about doing at least one other sprint on Kelsey's channel. I don't know when, probably this weekend, I guess. I'm free the whole week. I'm on vacation. I don't know if I said that. Just
some of us work.
Oh, okay. I'm excited.
Okay.
I want an unexpected ending.
So there you go. Maybe it is a red herring.
Hello.
Hi. Hello. How are you doing? We could do one in the midweek if people prefer like nighttime. Well, nighttime, like evening sprints. I wouldn't mind doing one like right after work.
Yeah.
I usually read anyways, like right after work.
Oh, but so the readathon is until Wednesday, so.
Oh my gosh, I was like, we could do it the 9th. I'm like, it's the whole month.
Oh, thank you.
Let us know what you're reading.
Yes.
What are you reading? I'm so excited that people are here. I feel like I'm like, ooh, okay, cool. I don't have to be like a whole comedian coming up with on the spot.
This is
Whoops. I always forget about time zones.
Yeah, I feel like that's why we ended up doing it at 2 p.m. because when I first suggested 5 or 7 p.m., everyone was like, no, obviously. I'm like, okay, everyone is on the other side of the planet. So 2 p.m. worked for most people because it was evening on one side at least.
Yeah. I feel like for us, we're both like in one time zone. So we're like, oh yeah, like 5 p.m., whatever. People would love to be after work. And we're like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's like there's a lot of lives and sprints that some people that I watch from like UK and that side, that they do the lives at like 2 p.m. at noon. I'm like, what's happening? Like I can't do that.
Oh yes, are you reading that for Mel's book club? Yes. I read Daughter and Smoke and Bone like, when was it, Danny? Like 2 years ago? We were still at work, I think. So it must have been 2 years ago.
I don't remember. I read it. I listened to the audiobook and then you gave me the trilogy, which I didn't continue yet.
I read all of them. I'm curious to know like what people think about it, because I feel like Daughter and Smoke and Bone, I've only seen like 5 stars. Like you either love it or like me, where you're like, it's okay. So I'm so curious about like what people are gonna think about it. Like I like seeing reviews like on both sides, especially like when I'm really on one side.
Which side are you at?
I gave Daughter and Smoke and Bone 3.5. And then the rest of the trilogy went downhill.
Oh no.
But people love it, so I'm obviously wrong. But it has a trope that I don't like. I'm not gonna say it. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, exactly. I think like if you like what happens in the book, then you'll like the trilogy. Because there's like one trope that I don't like.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say it though, because it's a super spoiler. But there's like one trope in it that I don't particularly enjoy.
That
I think a
happened in
lot
the
of
first
people.
book?
Yes and no. I love the setting of Daughter and Smoke and Bone though. So
Yeah. Yes, I am. Well, like I said before, I'm from Brazil originally, but I do live here in Montreal.
I'm also from Montreal. Me too.
Wait. So choose read. Oh. Oh my God! Why did you keep reading if it was getting worse as it
Same,
went?
Sasha. Same.
I know, don't worry, because I said it at the beginning of the live, so I don't know if you were here, but yeah, I did live here. I moved to Canada in 2019.
See, I want to read Strange the Dreamer because I didn't like Daughter of Smoke and Bone.
Yeah, I couldn't read Stranger Dreamer.
Really? But does it have the writing style that you don't like and I do?
That nothing happens ever. Yes.
Perfect.
But my biggest issue with Stranger Dreamer was that I felt left out of the story. I felt like she was telling a story that wasn't for me, and like she wasn't explaining everything that was happening. I was just like trying to understand. I had
love a
no idea what was
mystery.
going on. Yeah, and I just couldn't do it. Yes, we both are. We work together actually. We used to sit side by side when
Right next to each other.
yeah, when we actually worked in an office. And one day I saw Kelsey reading a Kindle on Kindle, and I asked her what she was reading, and then I found out that we both had YouTube channels, and it was really funny. And everyone was listening to us.
That was so and I was like so embarrassed. I'm like, yeah, I have a YouTube channel. And then you were like, me too. And we were both like, oh wow, so cool.
To make you lean over Daughter and Smoke and Bone.
Oh, sorry.
Most people in here didn't like it, so but I hope you do if you get.
I really hope you do. I
enjoyed
don't.
It. The audiobook is
Okay.
really good. It was fun. I love reading negative reviews.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I do that too. I always read, like, I have a bad habit of reading reviews before I go into a book every time. Because I'm like, what am I setting myself up for? What am I feeling? Then halfway, I'll be like, okay, what does this feel like? Go look at those reviews. And then I'll read 5-star reviews because I'm like, let's go, baby. And then at the end, I'll read them again. So yeah, I'm always like, help me decide.
I try to not read a lot of reviews if I'm already excited for the book, because I don't want my excitement to go down. But if I start to read a book and I'm not enjoying it, like when I was reading The Secret Garden, I was really excited for it in the beginning, but then it was really bad. So I went to see 5 stars and 4-star reviews to see like, what am I missing? What am I supposed to be getting from this book?
I do that a lot. Like especially like, okay, when we were reading Dune together. Dune is such a like, I'm sorry if anybody likes Dune, I'm really sorry, but I hated it. And I'm like, this is so well loved. So I specifically went to read 5-star reviews because I was like, I need to know. I have to feel something. So I did that too. Yeah. With like books I'm really not liking, I'll go read 5 stars because I'm like, I need to know, like, help me out.
Yeah, I know. I remember when you're doing the read along. I thought about joining, but their books are really big, so I did.
But I have to say they're fast reads.
Yeah.
Usually readers love one or the other. Okay. Putting Strange the Dreamer on my wish list then.
Awesome.
And Strange the Dreamer sounds more like something I would like, but I have this problem where I need to read like authors in their publication order because I'm like, well, I want to start with the debut, you know. I'm gonna put it on my wish list.
Yes, I do speak Portuguese.
I don't.
You should totally binge on my videos. Just kidding, but I don't speak Portuguese. If you want to see me speaking Portuguese, watch my IGTV videos on my Instagram. It's also current chapter. I did some unboxings there. Then I stopped because I wasn't enjoying the boxes so much anymore. But I did a lot of unboxings for our crate and that stuff in Portuguese on my Instagram.
I would love to go to Vancouver. Like Vancouver's somewhere that calls me. I want to go there so badly. It's so expensive. I need to complain about Canada for 1 second. It is so expensive to fly in this country. And like if I would want to drive to Vancouver, it would be like a week-long road trip, which is fine. But I would need to like, that's my vacation of the year, you know? And it's just so expensive to fly. Like it costs the same to fly to Vancouver than if I would go see my family in Italy. It's the same price. And I'm like, to go to Europe, it's the same price.
Oh my god.
That was my little complaint.
Yeah, no, I would love to do a road trip in Canada as well.
Okay, so let's go to Vancouver. I drive.
And I've read reviews only if I don't like a book to see if there are people who don't like it too. Yeah, when I also don't like a book that is very loved, I read bad reviews so I know that people agree with me.
Yeah, I feel supported.
Oh, nice. Do they speak Brazilian Portuguese or Portugal Portuguese? Oh, thank you. I'm just marking all the comments because this is really fun.
Yeah.
It took me 2 days with my boyfriend to cross Canada. Oh, from Alberta to Quebec. And the same when we came back. It cost more to drive across.
So maybe it's worth paying the plane ticket.
But it's more road trips are more fun.
Road trip would be more fun. And then we can actually like go to Calgary and like Banff and like make a real trip out of it, you know? Like go to Toronto. So
yeah. I haven't been in a lot of places in Canada yet. I've been to Ottawa for the Tulip Festival. At the time we could travel. I don't know when that was.
Yeah. What a time.
That's pretty much it. I lived in Toronto for 2 years. Yeah. Oh my god, 25 to 100 years ago. I lived in Lisbon for 6 months, and I didn't travel so much because I didn't have a lot of money, but everything was really, really cheap to travel. It was insane.
One of my cousins lives in England, and once he told me, he's like, yeah, I'm just going to go to Croatia for the weekend. And I was like, for the weekend? I can't even go to a freaking chalet in Upper Quebec for the weekend.
Yeah. In Brazil, it's super expensive to travel. To travel anywhere internationally, to or from Brazil, it's insanely expensive. But also inside Brazil, it's super expensive. My brother just took a bus to go see my dad in another city. And he said that the plane ticket, like if he chose to take a bus because the plane ticket was 2,000 reais, which is a lot of money. It's like 2,000 monies.
Wow.
It's super expensive.
Oh,
oh, cool. Like I said, I lived in Portugal and like we understand each other. It's fine, but it's cool to see different accents. Everything's out. Yeah, true.
Exactly.
I was reading Heartstopper this past week. I was reading the webtoon, And they're like, "Oh, Paris trip," and I didn't know where the story was supposed to take place, and they just hop on a bus and go to Paris. I'm like, what's happening?
Yeah, exactly. And I was so jealous.
That sounds so nice. Beach opera is the exception Northern Territories and occurs way better just because the amount of national parks well nurtured. Yeah, exactly. So much cool stuff to see. As everything's far from Canada is very
everything. Like sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I want to drive to like Vancouver, let's say. But then sometimes I'm like, there's long stretches in between the big cities. So there is like national parks and like lakes that you can go see. But you definitely like have to really have an organized trip, I find, to road trip in Canada. Like you really need to have everything like,
yeah.
We're gonna stop here, we're gonna stop here. And then do we drive back to, PEI, New Brunswick?
Yeah.
Let's go have some lobsters and then drive.
I really hope I can travel around Canada. Now that I'm here, it should be easier than before.
Well, I mean, I've lived here my whole life. I was born here.
No, I didn't travel so much around Brazil because it's still expensive and it takes a lot of time. And in Brazil, I wouldn't take a road trip just anywhere because it's not safe necessarily.
Yeah. It's the same like when I was younger too. It was faster by car to drive, let's say, to New York or Boston, or even like Virginia Beach on the East Coast than to like drive in Canada this way, for example. So we used to drive more to like those cities than, because here, like, let's say to go to Boston, it takes 4 hours to drive, but it takes 6 hours from here to drive to Toronto. So it would just like, obviously they would be like, let's go to Boston, the America, We'd be like, wow, the border, it's so cool.
In Brazil, I also travel out mostly just by car, but only to like my grandma's place and then my grandma's city and then come back, and then like places that we know, but not doing like road trips. I'd love to go to New Zealand. Oh yes.
Yeah.
I would love to go back to Canada. I was in Montreal, Quebec City in February 2010.
Oh my God, right before it all went.
Right before. Yeah, I went back to Brazil in the end of February 2020 and beginning of March for my dad's wedding, and it was like the last thing that we could ever do. I almost didn't come back. When I came back, I had already to quarantine, and then the borders closed like 4 days later.
I remember I messaged you on like WhatsApp. I'm like, when are you coming back? Because the city's closing.
Yeah. And I was desperate because of my cats. So like I can't it would be fine for me to stay in Brazil. Like I know people there.
Yeah.
But like my cats are there. I have to go back.
I was like, you should come soon.
Headed me out of Europe for this reason. I would love to go to South America again. Only went to Venezuela. Oh, cool. Brazil.
Yeah, I would love to go to South America.
I would not recommend going to Rio. There are a lot of better places to visit in Brazil, and you don't want to risk your life. So don't go to Rio. I always say that to everyone, and everyone wants to go to Rio anyway, so.
Exactly. Wow. Exactly. When?
The pandemic?
In March? Yeah. In March, yeah, for sure. I remember you were gone, and it was like March 15th, and we were all at work, and we had like a meeting, and they're like, okay, guys, like, the Quebec government says you have to go home for 2 weeks. So I was like, okay, perfect. Just gonna take my laptop and my headphones. And then I never went back again.
Yeah, I never went back. Like I went to Brazil for a vacation. Like everything was okay in the world. And then I came back. I never went back to the office. My shoes are still there.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure my boots are there. My boots, my coffee mugs.
Yeah,
I
all
was like,
my
I
mugs,
hope
my notebook, my laptop, not my
I
notebook.
cleaned them. You know, like my mugs. Like, can you imagine how disgusting?
I don't know if I cleaned mine. No, I think I did because I went out on vacation. But
Oh yeah.
I had to keep asking people for months to please throw away the cookies that were in my drawer.
I had chocolate in my drawer too.
I
I
hope
really
someone
hope
threw them away.
yeah, I really hope they're in the garbage because
Yeah, exactly. See, that's why I tell people, and people don't believe me that they shouldn't go to Rio. I've never been, but like I don't want to.
I would love to go to Argentina. You know, at the bottom, one of my friends went and
Mhm.
they went to like Antarctica or they went on an iceberg. Is that is that possible? They went on an iceberg and it was like really cool. Like they had like a club.
I
Um,
don't know that specific
yeah.
place, but the south of Argentina is supposed to be like almost Antarctica. So
Okay, there you go. Yeah, it was like it looked so cool. But I've never ever been to South America.
there's ice and snow enough here in Quebec.
Yeah, I'm like, I need more. I need to go I need to go club with the penguins. Just 6 months out of the year is just not enough for me. Like
Oh my god. Okay, should we start another sprint?
Sure.
Okay, let me share this. Reset. Oh, now it's 30 minutes. Nice. Okay, have fun, everyone.
Good luck.
We'll get back in 30 minutes. And we're back.
Hello.
So, okay, so I have a math problem for you. So you can do it, and while everyone tell us how they went. 127 to 154.
127 to 154.
Yes.
33.
I don't know. Sure.
23 or 33. It's one or the other.
9 pages and finish a chapter. Awesome.
Nice.
Okay, I read from 127 to 154.
54.
Yes.
I feel like we sound so stupid, but I feel like it's 33.
That sounds like a lot to me.
It's 31.
31?
No, 127. Sorry.
Okay, I'm 27. Okay, that's what my calculator
27
tells me.
pages.
So I read 27 pages. Which is a lot. This book really reads really fast.
Oh, sorry. Go.
No, sorry. I was just saying that I don't usually read that much, like almost a page per minute. That's a lot for me.
Mm.
How did the graphic novel go? You finished it?
I finished it. I loved it so much, but I know I'm being biased. Like I can't look at this and be objective. Yeah, I can't. Like I can't look at this and not be like 5 stars. I thought it was so good, and I thought it was so like similar to the video game, and the way that they were able to do it like artistically and in the story, I thought was really well done as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was like perfect. I'm so happy. Like, and I'm like immediately gonna go buy the other 2 volumes because I want to know.
There are only 2 more?
Well, I mean, on the back it says that there's 2. I don't know if there's only 2, 2 more. But
I know that the
yeah,
pretty
I
box
thought it was.
comes with 3. So.
I
know that pretty box set comes with 3.
Yeah, so maybe there's only 3, but this is so good. And I also read 10 pages of the Dragon Republic.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh God. I think moved to the wrong place. Okay. 20 pages of A Gathering of Shadows. Awesome. Okay, I didn't get to the tournament, and maybe that's the reason why I stopped, because it was really slow.
The tournament is sick. It's so good.
I read a chapter and a bit in my history textbook. Awesome.
We love education.
I finished and started another chapter. Cool.
Yay.
Another 23 pages. Really good. And I didn't share this before, but hi.
Hello.
So glad you could join us.
I think someone had mentioned or written before that they wanted like time travel recommendations.
Oh, I think so.
Could it be? And I only remembered it in this sprint because like obviously the Life is Strange was getting like more. So I was like,
yeah.
I remember like I saw that.
I can't find it anymore, but I don't know if you are still here.
I have some. I thought about it.
It's finished popular this week, but I need a pause.
Yes.
Yeah. I haven't read it yet. But...
Charlotte, it's been a full year. I read it last July. And now I'm just getting into it. Yes.
That's the second one?
Yeah, it's the second one. And then the third one, I ordered the paperbacks from the UK. So that one only comes out in October from Book Depository. So I'm going to get it then. So I feel like maybe like 6 months will be good because I really want to finish the trilogy. Everybody wants Rex for time travel. Okay.
Awesome. Go.
If you're super ambitious, 11/22/63 from Stephen King is like 800 pages, but it has red on the cover.
It could possibly fit for all prompts. Not a cozy book, though.
It could be. I mean, it could be. But that's a really good book just outside of this readathon. Like if you ever
Probably
want to
not
read it, I think
Sorry. Probably not
no,
LGBT.
no. But I think it's personally, I think it's one of Stephen King's best. I have like a hit and miss with him, and so far like that one's my favorite. So outside of this readathon, good. Kindred by Octavia Butler, fantastic, so good. It's basically about this woman who I believe it takes place in like 1970s, but she gets transported back in time to the antebellum South through this connection with a young boy whose parents own a like ranch where there are the slaves, and she gets pulled back to this time, and she somehow has this connection with this boy, and she is a Black woman in antebellum South. So she goes back and forth between the 1970s and this time, and I think it's super well done, really fascinating. Octavia Butler is amazing. She's a brilliant writer. Slaughterhouse-Five by Kurt Vonnegut, I think is really interesting, and it's really short, and it plays with time in a very interesting way. And Kurt Vonnegut had kind of claimed it to be a like look on someone's mental state after being in war. And I think it's really interesting. And it follows this man as he's kind of time traveling to another alien world. And I think it's really interesting. And those are the ones I had written down. I wrote down The Time Traveler's Wife, which is a personal, like, problematic fave that I really enjoy. There's also This Is How You Lose the Time War. It's a short book that follows two spies as they write letters to each other over a war that plays with time. I had given it a 3.5 stars, but a lot of people really enjoy it. And I do think that it's well written. And if it's your thing, you'd probably like it. And those are the ones I had written down.
I'm really interested in reading Kindred.
Yeah, it's so good. I like out of all of them, I would really recommend. I think I have it. I could see how many pages it is. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't read a lot of, or I think I only read one Stephen King maybe, but everyone says his endings are always the worst.
So this book is 264 pages. So it's pretty reasonable for a readathon.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome. Oh no.
I have it, and I'm like a little bit terrified to read it. And speaking of endings, like I've heard this one is like really weird. Nice. Okay, there you go.
That's good.
So if you guys have Scribd, you can listen to it there. It's so good. I would really, out of everything that I said, I would recommend that one.
There is a middle grade that I've heard of because it was an our grade junior once, but I haven't read it. I don't remember the name. But it had time travel in it.
I love, obviously, like, as you saw, like, I almost cried reading this. I love, like, time travel-y stuff. Or anything that has to do with, like, multiple realities or stuff like that, I think is so fascinating. Like Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. That one was really good, too.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would consider that time traveling, but it's definitely, like, playing with multiple realities. It's really cool.
Yeah. What does it say? Oh, about Life is Strange, we mentioned in our announcements in the readathon thing that it had time travel, but like it doesn't really.
I mean,
it really doesn't.
It plays with time. It has that multiple reality thing.
Yeah, but multiple realities.
But it's not time travel.
See, I don't have any books for time travel because that was the one that I was hoping had time travel in it.
I'm counting it. I'm counting it. She does go back, just in another reality. Yeah.
Yeah, true. Wait, I missed a few.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Listen to this Garden already.
I only read Stephen King on audio because I find like there's so many details. And if I read it physically, I would be like, okay, Stephen, like let's go. So I listen to it on audio, and usually the audiobooks are really well produced, obviously, because it's Stephen King.
Yeah.
And the narrators are often really good. Like the Carrie audiobook was narrated by Sissy Spacek, I think her name is. She played the original Carrie. So they always have like really good audiobooks, and 11/22/63 was actually really good on audio as well. And I'll probably read it on audio, definitely. Also, Slaughterhouse-5 is short as well, if you want to add it in, anyone, if you need that prompt fulfilled. It's a shorter one.
I wish I had like a physical one that I could add.
I want to see if there's any more like that are kind of popular. Like maybe we can look at that. Like they have A Wrinkle in Time. I don't know if you have that.
Oh, I've read it. I didn't like it.
Me neither. So obviously we wouldn't recommend.
I recommend it to children. Like The Secret Garden, I wouldn't recommend.
Sorry.
It's fine. The Secret Garden, I wouldn't recommend even to children. But A Wrinkle in Time, I would recommend to children.
Yeah.
I just didn't like it.
Yeah. There's The First 15 Lives of Harry August. I don't know if that counts as time travel though. But I don't know. I didn't read it.
Yeah.
Outlander.
I can't commit to like easier books. Outlander is not happening. Oh, nice. Are you reading Misery for the spooky horror prompt?
I read Misery. It's good.
Second book in the Hitchhiker's Guide to Travel. Oh, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy Time Travel.
The Restaurant at the End of the Universe?
I've read, I think I read the second one, but I don't remember it anymore. I really wanted to.
I've never read the series. I've always wanted to.
Good.
Yeah, I've always wanted to, but I've never done it.
It's so much fun. It's so much fun. I need to reread it because I only read it in Portuguese, and I think in English it will probably be more funny.
There's also, I forgot, but there's also The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell.
Mm-hmm.
I read that book twice. It's so good. And I think the way that it plays with time travel is really good. But it's a bit long, but it's really good. Yeah. I like it.
I want to read that, but
it's so good. Yeah.
Okay. Before the coffee gets cold.
Yes. I want to read that one too.
If anyone else has more, Raven Boys. I haven't read it.
Yes. For more reasons than the synopsis says.
Really? Doesn't
like
feel like it.
I think it's on like the outskirts of horror. Like I wouldn't say it's scary, but it definitely plays with like supernatural.
Okay.
Yeah, I would count it. I obviously am stretching everything. Like if I'm counting this for time travel. Time Traveler's Wife, yeah.
I haven't read it, but I love the movie.
When I was like 12, I read that book for the first time and I cried so much. I was like, oh my God, this is true love. It's like, this is what I need.
Oh my God. Have you read it since then?
No. I've kind of wanted to because I want to see like if I read it now as an adult, like what I would think.
Mm-hmm.
12-year-old me was like, wow. I read it like right after Twilight, you know, I'm like, oh, wow. The bar is high. A
Awesome.
vampire or a man who can time travel.
Yeah, I can't think of any others. I don't think I have any.
I was looking at a list. I'm kind of, and then I saw like The Last Magician, and I got distracted. Oh yeah. Oh, I do have another one for where did it go? One Last Stop. Where did I put it?
Oh, true.
Hold on. I don't know where I put the book, and now I'm concerned that I lost it. Oh, it's there. Okay. One Last Stop. This also counts. So there you go. I have a book. But even this, I don't know. It is because the love interest is stuck in our time, but she's from 1970, so she technically time traveled.
Yeah, counts.
And also, if you're participating in Books and Lala's Buzzwordathon, the word is last this month. So
it also helps. I also realized that one of the books. Oh, I can't say that. I didn't put that video up yet. Oh no! But I already picked my M&Ms for July, but I didn't put the video up yet because the first week is all going to be the readathon. It has a separate TBR for it. But one of the books that I picked for the rest of July has last in it. And it's an art.
Which one? Okay, don't say it. Okay, don't say it. Don't say it. You don't want to spoil it.
It is.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to look.
I realized after that the word was last. I'm like, oh, I can participate.
I love when that happens. Like, especially like when I'm planning it out. I'm like, oh fuck. Because like One Last Stop, I was gonna read it like when it came out. I always like to plan my TBRs, like at least to have like the Buzzwordathon and stuff. So then I saw it was last, and I was like, last. Oh my god, I don't have any books. Like I was looking everywhere, and then I was like, oh my god, yes, I pre-ordered that book. So I was so happy when I saw it. I'm like, oh, thank God.
I haven't heard of this Book's Apprentice. Oh, I've read it when I was young, and I read it in Portuguese. I remember that warning. I remember enjoying it, but I don't remember what it was.
The Spook's Apprentice?
Yeah. The cover was really cool. I still have it in my mom's house, probably. But I'm going to do a huge unhaul when I finally go there to sort through my books.
It looks kind of cool.
Hello.
Hello.
The Great Horror Stories has short stories from multiple authors into an ebook on Google Books.
Oh.
Cool.
So you could squeeze in a horror book with that.
Yeah. Originally, when we were making it, I was like, oh, a zombie book. But then I was like, how many zombie books are there?
That was very specific.
The Walking Dead Volume 1 would be the only recommendation.
World War Z.
World War Z, yeah. Oh, what was that? With the guy from Skins. Warm Bodies? Was it that?
Oh,
I think they like fall in love, but he's like a zombie.
Yeah. I have a problem with zombies. I can't watch it. Like I don't mind reading.
Me neither.
But I can't watch anything with zombies. Even if it's a comedy movie, it has zombies in it. I can't.
They're like my worst fear. Like sometimes I have nightmares about a zombie invasion, and my boyfriend will be like I'll wake him up like it's 4 a.m. and I'm like, babe, I had a nightmare. It was zombie apocalypse. My boyfriend will be like, zombie apocalypse? Like it's like aliens are more realistic than zombies. Yeah. I'm like, you don't know.
It was real.
You don't know. I don't know, for some reason, like I think of aliens and I'm like, whatever. Like I'm not scared of them, you know? But I think of zombies and I'm like just I think the thought of like that it's like aliens, like if they come, it would be more like they take over. But like zombies, they can eat you. And I think that's what scares me. Yeah. The actor from Nicholas Hoult. He was on Skins. 15-year-old me. Mm-hmm. She loved Tony. Yes. Awesome. I have to read this.
Yeah. I would like highly recommend as something you need to read.
I have too many books to read.
Oh, I know. Same. Like I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna reread The Lord of the Rings. And then like my 300 other books are like, excuse
And
me.
now you put them on my TBR. If anyone wants to join us, we are reading The Lord of the Rings, starting with
The
The
Lord of the
Hobbit,
Rings Hobbit this month.
and then Fellowship in August. It's
Yeah.
one book a month, right? That's the plan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah. Not all. I don't like reading series like back to back to back though.
Mm-hmm.
Like I always want like time in between, but it's when I have too much time in between that I'm like, oh, now I have to reread.
Yeah.
Like I just did that with The Last Magician. I
Mm-hmm.
have The Devil's Curse, I think it's called. I have the book, but I just never like reread it. Like I never read it. And then I read The Last Magician in 2018.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I need to reread it. Sometimes I feel like I could like just go in and like let's hope for the best. But sometimes I need to.
Yeah, sometimes I look for spoiler reviews on YouTube to see if
Mm.
people say like the important things that I should remember before going to the second book.
Yeah, I'm like, please say the synopsis. Spoilers, perfect. Let me know. But I like rereading sometimes after a long time because I'm like, oh yeah, like something happened in The Last Magician, and I was like, oh my god, I completely forgot about this. I think this is like pretty important to remember.
Okay, there is a message. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm reading Stormlight Archive now, and my husband has already finished Oathbringer, and I'm just sharing with him like every chapter of what's happening in each chapter as I'm reading. He's like, "Oh, that's already happened there." I'm like, "Oh, you have to continue reading." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna stop here and then read all of these other books, and then I'm going to go back to the book that you want me to read."
Yeah,
But it's
I'm
really good.
horrible at that. One of my friends like recommended to me Leviathan Wakes, like the Expanse series, like 5 years ago at this point, probably, and I only just read it. Like I was like, oh, by the way, I read it. Remember?
Yeah,
Yeah.
my husband is the same. He loves to get like one series and just go with that one series, but he doesn't read as much as me because he does other stuff with his time. But he started Stormlight Archive, and like he's now reaching Rhythm of War, and he hasn't read anything in between because he just wants to be in one world for the whole time. I wish I was like that. I would finish series faster.
Yeah. I'm not though. Like I can't look at it unless I do it like 1 month, like
What am I?
one, then I'm okay with it. Because I think it has like read along energy. So I'm like, yeah, let's go. But
Yeah.
like binge reading, I'm like, oh, I could read so many other books though. Like in this time, even though I'm still
Yeah.
reading the same amount of books, I'm like, oh, but I could be reading others.
The first 15 lives.
I've heard good things. I'd be open to reading that too. Just adding everything.
Just another one. It's fine.
Yeah. I'm moving soon, and like every box has books in it, and I'm like, oh my god, how am I gonna do this? Yeah. That happens all the time.
Yeah, same. Okay, we should do.
Another
We've
sprint?
been here for 2 hours. Should we do one last sprint?
I don't mind.
Then chat a bit, and then we'll see.
Up to you. I'm having fun.
Me too. Okay. 30 minutes reset. Is there another message? Just yes. Okay, cool. Have fun. We'll see you in 30 minutes. Hey.
Hello.
Okay, let me do the math in the calculator. That'll be nice. I read 28 pages.
I read 40 pages.
Oh, wow.
But I find R.F. Kuang's writing really, really easy to fly
good.
through. Yeah. Even when I was reading the Poppy War, like I feel like one day I read like 200 pages. I was like, how did this happen?
Yeah.
I think she has great writing.
For an epic fantasy like that. But I'm like that with Stormlight Archive. I'm like, I read it so fast.
I feel that way about Brandon Sanderson too. Yeah. Like sometimes I'm like 70 pages in an hour and I'm like, what the hell happened?
Okay, I think you missed the number.
Nah, I think you wrote 9.
Oh, it didn't show here. Okay.
Yeah.
20 pages of Pride and Prejudice. Nice. 21 pages. Okay, 9. There we go. Cool. We have a good average of 20 pages per 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to get you 30 pages. I was only 2 away, but I had to stop for a second and then I couldn't reach it. But it's really good. Oh, 55.
Oh, we could have added 55. Nice. What are you reading again? I don't know if you had said. I hope everybody had fun today. I had fun.
Yeah.
Talking and reading.
How was your book so far?
Me?
Yes. In everyone.
Really good. Really good. I'm loving it. One of the characters that I really liked in the first book, he's back. I'm like,
Okay, Wayward.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, my book is getting really exciting. I'm really loving it.
Oh, yay. Okay.
There's a lot of really like fast-paced stuff happening and bad decisions happening. It's exciting. I'm enjoying it a lot. So in total, how many pages did I read total? 80 pages. Right. Oh, wow, 80 pages. Or 79. Is that it? 79 pages.
So this was 112, the whole thing. Let's say 100. And then in these sprints, I read 50 pages of this. Nice. So I read about 150 pages in these sprints, but obviously this is a graphic novel. So, but still. And then I read another 50 pages this morning of this. So I read 200 pages today, which is great.
Nice. Yeah, I read quite a bit of this morning also. So just today I read over 150 pages maybe.
Plus the comic.
Plus the comic, yes.
Yeah.
So 250 pages.
Nice.
I haven't read any Rainbow Rowell.
I have. I read Carry On, I think, last year.
I'm curious about it, but then not enough compared to the other stuff that I have to read.
I think it's fun. Like, if you're looking for something fun, I think it's a fun book.
Okay.
And it seems like 2 people in the chat love it too, so.
Yeah.
Did anybody finish like a book today or complete one of the challenges? Because I completed some challenges with this one.
Yeah, me too.
I completed. Okay, I won't count this one for time travel because I have one less stop. Fine.
I will because I don't have anything else.
That's fine. We're stretching it. I put it also for Pokemon because it has red and blue. And then the Life is Strange prom, obviously. Yay.
Yeah, I think originally I had it for Life is Strange, and I don't know. Oh, and Time Travel.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like I'm just going to read out the books and then see where they fit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Did you end up adding the Lock and Key for horror?
No. But like I don't know if I'm gonna read it for it. It's a comic. I can make it, but I don't know if I'm going to try to read it for the readathon specifically, because the one I'm reading right now could count for spooky.
Oh, okay, yeah,
So
that's true. Yeah, that's true. It's a thriller.
I love Carry On, but never continue the series. I know the feeling. I have started a lot of series, a lot.
We all have.
Yeah, I started tracking this year because I have a spreadsheet since 2018 that I track a bunch of stuff. But this year I started tracking if the book's part of a series or not, and if it's the first, middle, or last book of the series. I don't think I read any last books yet.
I think I only read The Toll.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but I have Bands of Mourning, which is the third book in the second Mistborn era, and it's the last one that's come out. But he's adding.
Yeah, no, it's
if
not the
anybody's a
last
Sanderson fan here, he's adding one more to the second era.
But I think it was
But
always
technically,
supposed to have
I'll be done.
4. I think it was always supposed to have 4.
Yeah, but it's not out yet, is what I mean.
Yeah.
He has like one more coming.
Let me see if I have any. I have so many firsts.
Same.
In my spreadsheet. And just a few middles, but not a lot. Yeah, that's it. No lasts. But when I was filming my mid-year freakout, the question like, what's the best sequel you read? I'm like, there are 2.
I have 2 options only.
Yeah.
I feel like now that we're doing the mid-year book freakout tag, like if every year I'll like consciously be like, okay, I have to read at least one.
One sequel. One good sequel. Cool, nice.
Nice.
Which one did you finish?
That's how I feel.
Yeah, that's how I feel about a lot of series. Like,
Yeah.
if the book was on my lap, I would read it, but I don't want to spend money or go out of my way to put it on my TBR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel that way, but I'm like such a completionist. Like I'm like, oh, but I still like, even if I feel okay about it, I'm still like, oh, I wonder how it ends. So I'm like, maybe I should just like read spoiler synopsises. Oh,
Oh, wow.
nice. I wish
That's
I
awesome.
had that goal, like that drive.
Yeah, I have to just decide, like, this series I'm not going to continue ever. Then I can just don't count them in my not completed series.
I just bought City of Brass, like literally last Friday. I'm so excited.
Cool. I didn't like the first book.
Okay, don't tell me. But usually, sometimes when you don't like things, I like them. So I'm
Most of the time.
hoping.
Yeah, there's a lot of nothing happening in the book. Okay.
Yeah. Same. Smoke Thieves by Sally Green. Why did that
That's a
sound
series they finished.
Yeah.
I don't think I know it. Are you looking it up?
Yeah. Oh, I recognize this this cover. But I don't think I've ever read.
Oh, I like the covers.
Yeah, they're nice. It's cool. Oh, she wrote Half Bad. Okay, that's why I recognize the name.
Okay, technically, if we count the new editions of Fullmetal Alchemist, I am caught up.
There you go.
My throat's giving up on me here. But the whole series has been released already, so I'm not caught up. It's fine.
It's okay,
I'm
neither am
also
I.
caught up on High School Pearl.
Yes, me too. See, we're doing fine.
We're awesome, yeah.
Half bad is okay. Yeah, okay, yeah. I recognized her name. Okay, that makes sense.
I don't know that one either.
I think if you saw the cover, you would recognize it. It's an older YA, I think. I think it came out a couple of years ago.
I don't think I've seen this cover.
No? Oh,
No.
okay. Maybe it's like a more North American. Yeah, 2014.
Yeah. Sally Green. Let me see if the books were translated to Portuguese.
Mm.
Maybe they have a totally different cover and title.
Oh, yeah. That's true. I didn't even consider that.
No, it looks like they were not translated. So that's why I don't know, because at that time I was not reading in English.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know how they decide what is translated and what isn't. It's like just now this year, one Brazilian publisher bought the rights for Stormlight Archive. I'm like, you're missing out. What's happening?
I don't know how it works, like at all.
Yeah.
I'm sure it has something to do with how many books they think they can sell. And I wonder if they look at like if you've bought it in, or if the population has bought it in English. Because like, would you buy it translated? Like I'm thinking like, let's say a book in French. Like, for example, The Hobbit, I read it in French originally when I was younger. And then it took me a long time to be like, okay, let me reread it in English. Like I was like, I'll reread it in English. But obviously so many things I remember in French. And I'm wondering if they look at that at all, like the market. Like, oh, have people bought it in English? Like here.
I don't think so because, oh yeah, okay. If people bought it in other countries. Yeah, that for sure.
Yeah.
But not if Brazilian people are buying in English, because usually they're not. But,
okay, exactly.
But yeah, I think page number, like number of pages, is a big thing because they tend to split books in two in Brazil a lot when they're really long. Like Throne of Glass are two.
Okay.
I think two of the series that they split in two. And I remember that one of them, the publisher said, oh, we're going to publish the two books. And everyone was like, no, you're not getting money twice from us. Just publish in one book. We are going to read all the pages. Don't worry. And then they had to go back and say, okay, we're publishing one volume.
Yeah, because even the Stormlight Archive, isn't it split in the UK as well?
Yeah, in the UK it is. So I guess it wouldn't be too bad if they split.
I don't know how I feel about that. You read it split too, right? The first one?
Yeah. It felt like stopping the middle of a book.
Okay, yeah. That's how I feel like it would feel.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I'd rather have like a chunky monkey than like two books. Because it kind of feels like, you know, like the Twilight movies or like the Harry Potter movies where they were like split and you're just like, okay.
Yeah. Or like the Hobbit movie.
Yeah, or like the Hobbit. Yeah, like those are ridiculous.
Yeah, they got 3 out of that book. But yeah, I don't know how it works either. But I'm excited that it's finally going to be released and people are going to start reading it in Brazil.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that way about like when books are released in Italy. I'm like, oh, like, I wonder if my family's gonna pick it up.
Yeah, no one in my family is going to read it.
My computer is about to die.
Oh, okay.
She lasted.
Nice, yeah. Well, this was a lot of fun, everyone. I really, really had fun. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. I will post like for another reading sprint. Like maybe I don't know. What are you feeling, like Sunday? Maybe on the weekend, everybody?
Yeah, I was thinking Sunday could be a good option.
Okay. So I'll post it when we decide.
I don't like French. I hate books translated. Fantasy,
Yeah.
I totally
Danny's
agree.
told me
Those
that
are very
before.
short. In
Yeah.
Portuguese as well. Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you for coming.
joining. Yeah. So we're going to do one more sprints, most probably in the weekend, and it will be on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube. So follow us everywhere, and we'll say when it is.
Thank you.
Thank you. Remember to like the live. I think that's possible for a like. So for a live.
Yeah, I think so. Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.